Well, over the last couple of years, we've watched all these journalists get laid off and these companies cutting costs because they're making $0. Well, it looks like maybe they should have learned to code because they're being replaced with AI. And it looks like all the journos are starting to get scared and all writing articles about how this is terrible for them. The steady march of AI in journalism continues, though the outcome both for the health of the information ecosystem and financial well-being of publishers that embrace it remains as hazy as ever. They pay you too much for a job that they can literally type one sentence in the chat GPT and replace you entirely and have it done in a fraction of the time. Geo Media, a major online media company that runs publications including Gizmodo, Kotaku, Quartz, Jezebel, and Deadspin, has announced that it will begin a modest test of AI content on its sites. Good. And of course, they go on to complain about how the AI does things. These trials have already led to a flood of error-laden, plagiarized, and poorly written content due to badly implemented and some would argue inherently unsuited AI models. Every single article that a journalist has written for these major companies has been error-laden, plagiarized, and poorly written. So you're exactly the same as AI. Let's just go take a let's take a look at Kotaku. All right, let's see what we could do. Let's pick this one. 10 things you should never say to a PS5 gamer. Let's go over to ChatGPT. Let's go over to ChatGPT. Let's see. Write an article about 10 things you should never say to a PS5 gamer. There we go. Instantly writing an article. And I'm sure in a fraction of the time it took this person to figure it out. Look at that. It gave you an introduction. Okay, so we get more content out of ChatGPT than what Kotaku does. When you're getting a new PlayStation Vita, okay, Sony Pony, really, yeah, and they're better. Like the 10 things that the AI picked are better than what this journalist did. All right, back to the article. Now that I'm done shitting on Kotaku. AI content will not replace my work, but it will devalue it. Your work had no value. You haven't done anything of value. Because the companies are failing. Because nobody reads your stupid articles. They have no worth. Nobody wants to see it. Place an undue burden on editors. Destroy the credibility of my outlet. Credibility of your outlet. Your outlet hasn't been credible in so long. The only reason people still go to your outlet is for when they need to look up how to find something in a video game. Literally guides. And further frustrate the audience. No, not having to listen to you would frustrate us less. AI of any form only undermines our mission, demoralizes our reporters, and degrades our audience's trust. Okay, so let's break this down. AI in any form only undermines our mission. You shouldn't have a mission. Why do you have a mission? You should be writing about games. But all you're putting out is top 10 articles? Demoralizes our reporters. Because the layoffs didn't demoralize you enough? The fact that nobody reads your articles and that most of the comments are just pure hate because you're putting out garbage? That's not demoralizing? And degrades our audience's trust. Again, you've lost all the trust. The only people that like your articles are your friends. And they're just being nice. Hey man, this sucks, tweeted Kotaku writer Zach Zwiesen. Please retweet and yell at Geo Media about this, thanks. Well, we can't. We can't because you blocked us. Not that we were going to yell at him anyway, but anytime you got any criticism about your work not being up to par, you blocked us. Good luck, buddy. How can anyone expect to have hope of any kind making it in media when the companies treat you no better than easily replaceable dogs? Because you are. That means you have no value. You have nothing to offer. And wasn't it just a few years ago when you journalists were telling people to learn to code and laughing at them because their jobs were replaced? Guess you should have taken the same advice. Now, don't get me wrong. AI is coming for a significant amount of jobs, and especially content creators. It is only a matter of time before somebody does something with an AI puts it into a video, and just writes in different titles, and just writes in different props, and then throws that on an animated avatar, adds a voice to it, and probably does it better than a lot of content creators. So I'm under no illusion that eventually, most of what we see will be AI generated, unless we shut it down. I completely see that. But in the meantime, it's utterly hilarious watching these games journalists freak out. And it's just been funny now that the shoe's on the other foot. But guys, I want to hear your thoughts in the comments section. While you're there, make sure you check out my links. Make sure you're subscribed to me on Rumble. Make sure you're subbed on Locals. It's both free, and you'll get notifications as my videos go out on Locals. But guys, I'll catch you on the next one, and be easy like sleazy.